So let's talk about starting a business. Many people think it's so complicated. Like when people think starting a business or starting a project of your own, everyone usually thinks, oh, it's out of this world. But just to put it into perspective, everyone can be. Before all of us were in employment, before the Industrial Revolution, we all traded something for goods, for products, for services. So everyone had to trade to survive. Trading is an exchange of value for resources. And so in a situation whereby even people who are in the job market, who are employed, you're also trading something. You're trading your service, your time for resources. So I believe that everyone can be a business person. And the inevitable reality that many of us have to be or will find ourselves in the situation is also inevitable. Think about it this way. When you're 55, you're still young. We know so many people who are 55 who are so energetic, and yet for a lot of people, they have to retire. They have to retire and go back home. And yet, that is the time you have discovered the secret to life. That is the time you are empowered. That is the time you are knowledgeable. And yet, that is the time you have to check out. Talk about the Gen Z right now. They are so young, they are entrepreneurial because they were born in a time whereby they didn't find as much job opportunities. And so the inevitable reality for them is that they had to create their own jobs. So many young people, and I've had this conversation with many young people, and I think where I even started being passionate about what it is that I do to empower and encourage people to start businesses is seeing people who have done masters and PhDs still very frustrated, not getting work, not getting a job, being very frustrated. Unfortunately, we've even had extremes of people being suicidal because they couldn't get work. But now you are talking about young people who are taking the exact same challenge and coming up with a solution whereby they create their own jobs. Can you imagine being resourceful? So I know someone asked me the question, how do I start? Where do I start? And now this is where I'm coming in. What is it that is in your environment already? What exists? What are the opportunities that already exist? One, your passion, the things that you like. What do you do naturally? You think that you do it naturally. Other people can also do it naturally. No, there are things that you are the exception and you're the one who knows how to do them. And so that gives you an added advantage. Yeah. So for example, myself, I think that people find it easy to MC or talk or just go in public and start talking. And it's not true. There are people who really, really have to think a lot. But for me, I find it easy. So that can be a business opportunity for me, which is what I did. I turned that skill or passion into a business that can make me resources. So at the end of the day, there's so much resources beyond what you studied. Of course, what you studied provides also another premise for business. How can what you studied be a consultancy? How can you offer value? Like what you studied is something that can help you offer value. For example, I studied communication, or you studied photography, or you studied something. So that you can offer a consultancy service and provide information where people need. Another existing opportunity where you can start a business, say there's a law that has just come up. It's compulsory to do XYZ. Can you facilitate people to achieve that? So that thing that you can do that people can pay you for, that is the premise of where to start a business. There are very many ways in which you can do. What I was trying to tell you as a start is looking at the things that you already have. You're not looking outside your existing resources. Especially if you're young, you have no resources, you start from where you are. Another fourth premise, solutions to problems. What is that thing that really disturbs you? Like you think, oh, this does not exist in my premise. How can I find a solution to that? And if it is within your power, then you're going to be paid a lot of money because you're bringing in a solution to that. And so there are many ways to go about it. Is business for everyone? Do you have enough resilience to go about it? Not everyone has the stamina. But like I said, if you're not having a job or you've just retired, do you have the choice? You do not have the choice. You have to figure it out. I think everyone can and everyone should consider because of what it makes of you, right? So there are different ways to go about it. So I want to start this series of just talking about business and experiences. From my experiences starting my business, when my first business when I was 26, all the way 10 years in, I have just been in it. So there's a lot of learning that I've learned, a lot of failures and a lot of successes, but I can say the journey has been worth it. So if you want to hear more insights, subscribe to the channel, because that's the next level and that's what I'm going to be talking about in this channel. I look forward to your comments and to your subscription.